I feel like the card's just nice to have, though, is a thing. Heal at end could have done that as well, yeah. That would have worked equally as well, for sure. My idea was that I wasn't really going to win that round, so I'd rather just do that. But I guess like the ordering doesn't matter because it's not like he's going to 20 anyways, right? Yeah, so I guess it's technically right. Heal at end would be better. Should be it up. I'm gonna hit the bathroom. Be right back. And the follow button if you guys like this stream. Be right back. Okay, so Noxus, sorry, not Noxus. Oh, okay, that's an interesting combo. This should be fine. I like favorite. Glimpse pet, sure. Darius, okay, a little bit heavy. So we played Piltover and Zon have like mystic shots and stuff, right? So this should be probably less favored than our average matchup would be here, I would say. Still probably like slightly favored for us though. The draw is like less than ideal, I'd say though. But I dig the P and Z splash. It's usually just a few cards, right? Like the mystery decks usually just have the same core, and that doesn't really stray too far away. So I mean, you can expect very similar things. Is basically what I'm trying to get at. It's super long-winded kind of explanation. Maybe we're just not attacking her. I guess we would only attack with this then. Can't block, right? It's only 2 attacks, so you'd have to like feast it, I guess. It's kind of good because it means he's not really developing anything on his turn 3, and then we can glimpse and play the aristocrat style. Cool. So we can feast again. Or let it resolve. The classic double feast hand, I like it. Well, it kind of fucks us over, so that's pretty bad. Our crowd favorite's not going to be that good now. And we lost a draw, so, I mean, really good play from him.
Elise, where are you?
5-5 is a lot worse than 6-6. Yeah, sort of sucks. That's how it goes, though. Wraith Caller, sure. GG, I love this game. Play the favorite.
I salute you.
It's 1-1 worse. It's pretty significant if it's 1-1 worse. That feels so bad. I think like 1-1 there might have been good. Anything's to win with them. That's my problem here. Snow Thresh. Playing Elise and then Might would be the move. This game kind of feels doomed right now. I'm not gonna lie. Leveling Elise doesn't really accomplish anything. It's probably just open with that. I don't think the order really matters too much, so we're probably just going to use the spells actually then. It is probably wrong in that too. My logic was Might's better and I want a board, but yeah, it is probably just wrong. 6 value blocks, sure. Sort of a problem for us, but that's just how it goes. Get a 1-1. Elise doesn't block any of those. What is card draw even doing for us here? Push 2 with Might. Removing the 4-3 doesn't really feel like it's that big of a deal when we have another 1-2 coming in. The thing is, like, he just Vile Feast then if we might this, but I don't think we can really play around it. He already played 2, right? So it's not that likely. Doesn't have 1-1 to block that at least when he attacks. He's off with the 3-1 left over. Our problem here is just like Hecarim from him, because we have to block the Hecarim. And we're not really going to have too great of a time into that, I don't think. Okay.
There's nothing to fear.
I think that not getting the first glimpse off is basically just like an insta loss for us this game. Sort of sucks, but the double feast just sort of carried him. Obviously, like the double Mistwraith and Wraithcaller working were pretty big as well, but I think it was more so that won him the game, I'd say. Opens with the attack.
One of us dies.
There's Mark, GG. If he doesn't have lethal here, we gotta play Darius and we have a Might, so it's actually kind of winnable still. It's not very likely because I mean he plays anything with a large amount of health, we never win, but sometimes the cheese to do 5 is good enough. Okay. Can't do anything about that, so okay. It's really unfortunate we lose the favorite, but this is how it goes, right? The 3 Mistwraith curve is really, really strong.
I'll handle this myself.
Play big boy. 4 mana, you can spear. Cool. GG. 50 ranks, let's go, dude. GG, I love ladder, man. Okay, Jinx, Draven. More aggro stuff. Probably should still keep Bond with Spider. It's a really good combo. Okay. Let's have 9 1-drops in the deck. And a Mark. So I have 12 ones, but we get double Bond. Nice, it's a 1-drop, cool. Good playing and sometimes to be rewarded. Skitter is sweet on his attack phase.
Of course I'm ready.
I like next round it's not just bad to jam it. Doesn't attack with that, that's interesting. Darius, so if we just attack, he can block a 1-1 with 1-4, and then we bond into 7. Alternatively, we can play Skitter. He might just play like a Draven though. Get some value trades in. The value trades are kind of just bad for us, but I mean, I think that's probably just worth committing. Draven would die. Draven dying is good. Our guards doing damage is also good, and this being a 0-4 is pretty big because it can't actually clear any of the 1 health units, whereas normally it would farm them. Code is pretty straightforward. I mean, he's playing to crowd favorite on 4 and then double bond on 5. Into Darius if we need to finish around 6 is usually what goes down here. Seems like he has a pretty below average hand though. He played rookie, didn't even attack with him last round, so it's not that great. We do the attack thing, we attack, see what he does. Shot, sure. Cool. Protecting the health on this is kind of interesting. I'm not too sure what that's going to buy him later, but... I got to see you climbing so late. How's it climb? It's okay. I got it to like... I don't know how high today, like we've been top 100. I'm like 150 now. I think we were 99 last game. We lost, dropped to like 150, something like that. So I wouldn't say the climb's been the easiest so far today. It's been a little bit tough just because we've been losing a lot of MMR every game we lose. But when we win, we're popping off for sure. So I mean, there's a lot of ways you can clear this if we block with it. Could risk it into the 1-4 if we want. I feel like that's probably okay. He's got 3 mana, so I mean... And he used an axe as well, so it's not that likely that he's going to play stuff like... Get Excited and an axe to clear it, for example, for 3 mana. There's like... Elixir of Wrath plus... Mystic Shot. I'm trying to reach to figure out what he clears the 5-5 with. There's not that much though, so I think we just do this. Take the block. If it gets removed, it sucks, but I think we just risk it. Whirling Death, sure. Goodbye, card favorite, you'll be missed. We still clear the rookie, which is nice. It's just like one of his big block cards, so it's kind of dope that that's just gone. And I believe that's a level Draven now, right? Because he strikes twice. Draven. That's actually the first time I've ever seen a level Draven in an actual match-made game. Literally ever. Other than this exact moment, I have never seen this. I mean, he's not gonna block with a Draven, right? Colors my underwear? Black. Black, my friends. They basically only have black underwear. So I mean, if he doesn't have like a shot or anything, we technically have lethal, but it's kind of just not the best. Okay, he's drawing.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
Broken gum. So if we might, we can't clear the Draven, so we should probably just bond and buff the sun. Can play Get Excited now to clear this. Oh. Okay, Draven dying is pretty good. I'm definitely a fan of that. Let's do those axes now. Control is rank 150 or 113 in US ranks. That's another Draven shit. Okay. Well, I guess that happens fairly consistently in that deck. And a rookie, sure. Pass. So Darius plus Might is good. That will get us there. Another one. That's a lot of fucking damage, dude. I don't think I'm playing Darius here. I think I'm doing Sitter. Just to block as much as I can, and then we can go Darius Might next rounds. Is, I believe, what makes sense here. Seven, so we do this and this, and then, well, I wonder if he's going to play axes here. It's a tough one, guys. What do you think? Will the opponent play spinning axes? Tough one. I don't know. Very hard to figure out. But I think this being dead's good. So Draven has 4 health. Darius would be a 10-5. So we push, we do 6. So we can play the Might and kill it. And kill him, sorry. So this should still be the play. We're not dead, we're at 8. You could push 2 more with Draven, but yeah, I think it's pretty average play. He gets 2 more axes after this. Oh no! We got baited! Shit. And a bond, oh my god. This guy is fucking insane, dude. We're at 6 health. What are we gonna do, guys? Say okay. Baited, outsmarted. He played all the combat tricks. We're getting clapped. And he passed. So the problem with this line is we do give him an action. But it's fine. Go Darius, and then we just play the Might, and we should be good. So Get Excited
Going to say that.
and Mystic Shot. Let's clear this right now. Otherwise, attack goes through. He can also just Warlane Death the Darius as well if he has another one. He did play one of those already. Don't think it's that likely that he'd have that many already though. It is good into the elusive stuff though, and I can see it being good in the mirrors. So I mean, I can understand why.
What's the worst that could happen?
It could be good. So that's scary because now Mystic Shot's an out for him,
What's science without
and he hasn't played one yet. So it's pretty likely he gets one of 3 draws.
We march. Strength above all. How easy on the hands, then you. This is gonna hurt for you.
So I mean, if it blind, he's still dead.
Pair up.
And then he plays Mystic Shot. And then I cry. Nope. Okay, we're beating all the Hearthstone players, so that's what we're used to doing, guys. I have not seen honest LoR cards, no. Oh. Good job. Got you, Schnozzy. Sorry, man, I missed that for a little bit. So we're out after that. 28. Yeah, dude, we're getting fuck all from MMR. Holy shit. I don't know what my win rate is today. I think we're definitely positive. Honest LoR cards. I'm not, so when I look in Google for, sorry, in YouTube for it, I'm not seeing anything. Could you link me it? Or is it like on Reddit or something, or what? Oh, it said Reddit after, okay. I mean... So it's not a YouTube video? Oh, okay, so it's like... Sure. Okay, I was assuming that it was, a YouTube thing. Teemo, 1 mana, 1/1, deal 1 damage to me and summon a spider link for my opponent. Yep, okay. I like it, that's true. 2 mana, 4/3. Yep, that's true. 3 mana, 3/3. Player strike wastes 5 minutes of everyone's time. True. Yeah. The animations do take forever. Omen Hawk 1/1. When I'm summoning, grant the top 2 allies in your deck plus 1/1, draw Braum next turn. That's true. 12 mana, your team's Yasuo slow when I attack or block, I die 10 times this game. Very true. Yes. Very true. And oh, okay, that's cool. I like it. Yeah, the enemy Yasuo. Butcher, summon and escape the abomination. Yep. I don't get the reference for the card art there. If I would die, I hit R instead. True, true. That does happen. Sort of round if you're playing an expedition, frostbite your opponent's will to live. This is very true. Rhyme Test Shaman's nuts in expeditions. Big facts. In case anybody gave a shit, the reason I didn't stream yesterday, guys, I will show you. We got Diamond 4 in solo queue, yes. And my first Diamond 4 game, I went 1-9. It was very good. But yeah, we won. We popped off. I started the day doing with one of my friends, and we lost. Sorry, we started here, I think. We lost some games and got demoted, and then I think that after that, kind of just soloed and fucking just won. So now I'm Diamond 4 in League of Legends. Very good. D4 0 LP gamer. Back to the important game. So, Aggro Elise. I mean, this is a pretty fast hand. Do you even like the spider with this? It's probably okay. It's probably a throw this way, maybe. I was thinking I want to go double ones on turn 2.
Where's my axe?
But I mean, is that even really that great? The full keep was probably not the best move, by the way. Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, he's probably not going to be too happy about that, but sure. Our 1-drops are putting in work. Double feast. The classic skitter pop off. Hit him with the Spider-Man card. I feel like Spider-Man's a move here at least. Can go in for 3, sure. Pass. And unless we draw a favorite, it's probably going to be open attack. I guess like skitter too, we would want to play. Otherwise, we just go in. Be ideal, I think. Vile Feast, maybe. Sure. So we can't feast him back because we only have 1 mana. Hey, Jerbear, thanks to 16, man. Big Pog? Yeah, welcome back to Digital Athletes. It's been a great day, dude. Thank you. Appreciate it. How you doing, man? Might. I mean... should be open attack and go from there. It might not be feast, it might just be bond might. Can like might here and then bond these two. It's only a 2 damage might though. So bond, we put him at 6. Could honestly be feast, hold the might for our next attack phase, try to win them. I think I'd prefer that. If he spears this, it's kind of bad though. Otherwise, rear guard with the might is really, really strong here. So he gets an action, he can play like Wraith Colors or some shit. Yeah. Wobble we want, man. Wobble we want. 1-1 blocks the 4-3 now though, so that's cool. It's a big vibe. Wow. Those are cards. So if you block one, he could play the whatchamacallit card. The Black Spirit card. If we don't block, you can't Black Spirit. So I think we don't block. We don't block. Then I think we pass. Let him do some stuff. We have 2 cards that say might in hand, so we have a lot of ways to kill him. 5 plus 6. 11. 11 minus 3. 8. Equals he's dead. He's still dead. This would heal him unless we do this, so we should do this now. 5 head plays. You guys ever fuck around and Vile Feast your own card just to make it so your opponent can't heal? Because I know I do. None of his cards died. We pass. He passes. Is that Hecarim better than Darius? I don't think so, but maybe that is the case. So just to block is if we open attack, we just win. He is much confused right now. So we do that, he's at 1. So if we might here, it's not as good, right? And it's bad into whale, so we have to double might. So we lose the grasp. GG. I'm gonna say like these kind of curvy decks aren't gonna run Grasp if they're trying to play like the Wraith Color stuff, because Grasp is just 1, not a very good card, and 2 definitely doesn't fit in those decks, so just don't play around it. If I would buff up a 1-1 there, we would play into the Withering Rail cards, yeah, and they do run that one, I believe. So yeah, not the best. Good stuff though, 105, not bad. Got you. But yeah, I don't know. That's probably been the question I've been asked the most about for this deck is like, you know, why don't you play Hecarim over Darius? I mean, this deck you just want to kill people with, right? If you look at the cards you're running. Darius has 10 attack. Hecarim has 4. I mean, if you play one of these and then just attack, your opponent can always vengeance. So I mean, maybe you get like 3/2s that can go in if you can open attack after developing Aggro, I guess. But I mean, you still really just lose to the vengeance usually, is my logic. And well, 10 attack is better than 4. That's about it. Yeah, 10 greater than 4. Glasses were invented. Were they? Glasses were invented. That's good to know. Exactly when? I feel like I missed out on it. Okay, so we're against rank 300, which is really bad because we're not going to get any MMR off of this if we win. Really. So I mean, it's a Karma deck, so Darius is decent. I feel like definitely having a better early game is stronger though, so I don't really want to keep one. Okay, I mean, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not a very good 1, 2, 3, 4 though. Doesn't go wide. It's just kind of what we want. Double Battlecaster, okay.
That egg. Did it move?
This game, fun and worth learning, have played since beta. I think it's, yeah, I think it's pretty fun. Definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't think it was cool.
I know just the place.
Attack. So this is a deck that will 100% of the time run Withering Wail. And next turn you can play it. Probably grasps the Elise most of the time though. That's like his average play here, I'd say. So I mean, we maybe get like a 5/5 crowd favorite. Over crowd favorite, it might even be better to just go like double Battlecaster.
My path is clear.
Sure. So we can go Skitter. He's got 3 mana. You can just like Vile Feast one of these if he wants. Be cool. Pass. Our Eliza's leveled now. I'm stupid, she's not. So. Take a look at what these guys usually run spell-wise. So Karma, he's only playing Karma. Put the Awakener. Reactive spell is Grasp, Withering Wail. Those are the 2 big ones, right? And Will of Ionia. And you could also do like Scourge plus Mark here. So I could maybe like see an argument for like double Battlecaster or something here. Just go wide like that. Over the favorite. Because like the Will is really not that good then. And Whale is still strong, but not good enough, I don't think.
Who's ready to reckon?
Skitter, sure. So at least we'll die. But this should be okay. Could also just value block stuff with this, but we should be pushing a decent chunk of damage. Mark, okay. So that would just give him better blocks. And then Death Mark, okay. So what does he Death Mark? Okay, a healthy one, sure. That's pretty bad because this card's now at 5/5, right? So I mean, it's just a really strong play from him overall. He gets the value block stuff. I mean, we still want to attack here, but it's just bad. Definitely not what I would call good at all. Yeah, sort of sucks. So I guess it chooses good blocks. I mean, he's probably going to value block Elise here, and then 3/3 maybe like just hits a 2/2. Sure.
I will learn from you.
So my actual attack order was really bad. Sorry, it should have been Elise first if we knew that she was going to get blocked in a value order. So that's my bad. I just actually missed damage.
Enlightenment.
Fairly significant amount too.
I will learn from you.
Big yikes. Big yikes. So that damage that we just missed could actually be very significant in the end game here for us.
This is my cause.
So do they have combat tricks at all? I mean, like, well, I mean, they don't really have too many ways to block. It's fearsome, so we can only block 5/2 with this. Take one, take the 3, sorry. Maybe he's just trying to play Karma here then. If you go rear guard, then favorite.
Past me.
Okay, so second Awakener, sure. Let's go play it. We play Favorite, then we play Darius next round. Is ideally what we would do here. Just like straight up open this. If he is like second Mark plus the Death Mark combo, that kind of sucks. I mean, a lot of things kind of suck here, right? But okay, so 5/5 the blocks, sure. I think you can make it so that like the Darius just doesn't level. We're not pushing F damage to win, but we still have to attack. There's not really an option, I don't think. We'll still just Death Mark then if we pass, and still just lose because he gets the 5/5. So we can Death Mark this. Yeah, block there, Death Mark this, I guess. Doesn't even need to Death Mark, like that block is still just really good for him right now. Like even just with this, he's not dead, so overall it's still a really strong play. Because if he's not dead, he's basically just alive. And now he sets up a grasp here, sure. So yeah, he's perfectly fine, he's stabilized, and we're probably gonna lose now. This should just be a really bad matchup, and I mean, you know, I think the most consistent way for us to win this one is like mites and pushing with little cards. And a whale, sure. So our entire board's wiped. We have a 6/2, and he's at full health. Sweet. It happens. No, my dad doesn't say that, just me. It's too stupid of a saying for my dad.
My path is clear.
The 75th Emerald Awakener, nice. So any buff means that you kind of just farms this here. Okay, well, I mean, winnable, guys. He's at 18. We can top deck Darius. Not even a line. Oh, dude. Why is it always like the rank 400 guys that I have to play against when they're playing lists like this? I play against anybody else that's like moderately high ranked, like it's fine, you know, we'll win some games, lose some games, but the problem is like against these guys, they just have like a really, really high win percentage against me. Unfortunately, because I mean, a lot of the decks right now are burn decks in the meta, and this deck is made to beat the burn decks. So he basically just gets to do that every time. And our deck's kind of just like a casualty of that. Okay.
The answer lies within. Ionia speaks through me.
Wait. I want to mark when he's attacking with that, sorry.
I will play my part.
Can deny them. She probably will do.
No.
What's that noise?
I don't really understand in what world I think I can win here. You bring 400 gamers, man. Actually, it's tragic. 200 and 147. Yeah, it's so bad, dude. I win, I get like 20 max, and then I lose like 42 to that guy. It's actually insane. And there's remaking in this game, so I can literally just fucking queue him again. Like, it's just... I don't know if it's the exact same guy, but same sort of story, like Dumpster Guy playing the exact control decks. Kind of a tough one. I actually probably... Full keeper. Glimpse should be really good. Because they just play every single removal term in the entire world. Yeah, no, you're probably right. It is probably too small to limit rematching. A Might, cool. So that was one of the cards we really wanted last game. It's definitely a card that really enables us to be able to play the game. I think that I have to keep this to beat the death mark, because that's just the way that they beat us every single time. Pass? Actually, okay. I mean, you can pass again as well. You have 7 mana. I feel like I'd rather have 6/6 and 5/5. Like, I don't think that it's... It's kind of weird. I feel like open attack's like good here. Just push like 6. I feel like I get baited with this a lot. I feel like open attack is actually probably just a move. You get like Withering Wail though, but I mean... I don't think there's too much we can do into that anyways, so... Grasp. We can mark to do 2 damage and deny heal, I guess. I'm at 12, and then we can play another Elise and she's leveled, but it's not really like that great either. It's not Glimpse. Glimpse Elise is not the play, I don't think. I need to save the Glimpse for the death mark. It's a 9, so I mean, even with like the mites, it doesn't change anything really. So just do that, we're gonna play another Elise, we should be fine. Let's get her leveled. It's 2 spell mana, so like we pass, she's leveled, then we can play the favorite next rounds. And then on our attack phase we can use both the mites to probably win. We'll see that. He's sublimation again. The problem with that is like if we play the favorite before he commits cards here, we're most likely gonna have to actually go ahead and just glimpse the crowd favorite. He only has 2 mana, so open attack here is just gonna be successful, I think, if we do this. He can mark and death mark the Karma, that's about it. But even then we just do this, so he gets a random card. Harpies. Yeah, so I mean, that's just like a Pano where, I mean, 1, I get my hero card. 2, I get cards called Might. That's basically just like the, I get to play the game pan out against that deck, and I get half the MMR that I lost back. Which is definitely what happens, but yeah. I don't think there's like too many ways for us to make that matchup better for us, other than maybe like making it so we run more units with 2 health. So getting like an Arachnoid Horror back and maybe cut like... Cutting Precious Pet sounds really bad, but that would be the move, I think. So we're on odds. Honestly, this whole hand's probably fine. Just play this on 1, this on 2, this on 3, maybe the Mark Flux. No Feast for Teemo is bad, but other than that, we're fine. I like this more on 1, so.
Reporting in. They won't get past me. I'll do better this time.
I'll do better this time. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, top 100 is not really that high, right? Like, you get high when you're, like, top 25, I'd say. But, I do agree it's a little bit pointless to kind of complain about that when you're relatively high up, because... Well, I mean, the stuff that you're complaining about is pretty stupid, right? Like, oh, unlucky me, you know, I get bad queues and top 100 masters, like, oh no, I'm so unlucky, right? Kind of a dumb thing to complain about, I'd say. Let's get some cards to block with here. So I mean, attacking for us just really isn't that good. The pet's probably fine. Like anything fearsome is okay to attack with, I guess. You kill the battlecaster if we attack. We wouldn't push any damage either. We technically could push like 2. So we would value trade if we attack. So this is probably the fine attack. And if he wants to block this with like a real card, that's fine as well, right? So we should do that. Sure, so we should push a little bit of damage. So this is like the other side of the new meta decks as well. This is the burn side though. The Noxus, Piltover, Teemo Draven. I believe is a standard one. There's a lot of different variations on it though. Like people have been playing Chinks as well. But that's the flip side of the coin to the Karma control stuff. Meaning like the Karma decks are like kind of what counters this, for example. That should just be okay. We lose a lot of our good cards, and our redevelop's bad because we have Darius, but that makes it even more important that we're not dead by the time when we can play Darius, so... kind of prefer this. I mean, our redevelop obviously is not that great. It's 2/2/2s. No Jeremy rigs for him, so that's good. Or junk rigs, maybe they're called. Mystic Shot, Blades Edge, okay. I think I would prefer to mark the clear that. And because of that, I probably should have traded the other way around, because I don't think I really care about that being alive, and I think I would have rathered to hold the mark, so that was actually a misplay on my part. Little battlecaster, so 5/2, 3/2, 3/2, so I mean, there's an 11 here, is it 2?
I'll do better this time.
Mystic Shatter, get excited. Nope, GG. Okay. Nice, so we get slightly ahead, and then we basically just went off of that. I think not attacking on the turn 3, sorry, when he played the Salesman is pretty important. 93, not bad. That was actually a big, juicy MMR game. That guy was like rank 40 or something though, so that makes sense. 93. Not bad, not bad. I've been playing like standard Hearthstone. Whenever I was like top 100, I took the game so seriously and just like feel like everything was intense. But like, we're like top 100 right now, but like I don't really give a shit. We're just like trying random shit out and fucking around. Random shit's kind of good though. Okay, so we got the exact same Karma guy again. I think our deck's value goes down a lot when we queue into people over and over again because they can figure out exactly what we're playing and play around it, so... not the best. We have no supporting cards for the Glimpse. I think we just have to hard mulligan for ones because we're on turn 1 and I need a 1-drop to attack with on turn 1. That's very bad. Okay, well we get a 1-drop, so that's less bad, but still, I mean, it's the wrong 1-drop for this matchup, for sure. We definitely would prefer to see a pet or a rear guard. That's quite nice, though. Quite happy with that.
You've no idea.
So this guy's 0 skitter, so I think I do attack first. He can grasp if he wants, you know, just do stuff into the Elise if he feels like it's necessary. Peace, okay. I mean, we can't do too much about that, so just okay. Shadow Assassin draw, sure. I kind of like Skitter just because I do want to play Favorite on Curve. And pass. I think if we're playing like right now, right 11 PM, stuff like that, we're going to be getting the same guys a lot. So I don't think it's really too crazy or anything. That's the outcome. So pass, we go big crowd favorite. You can then go ahead and play like a Will of Ionia if you want, Grasp or anything like that because he does have mana for it. So let's get her, sure. Perfectly acceptable. We pass, and then this is the round we look for like might stuff. We only have one that we can play, but still it should be good. I think open attack is still better than waiting for the rear guards. I think we just attack first. Go in. Attack order is not that relevant.
From the dark.
Okay, so he can grasp it. So would like to remove it, so we're gonna try. Okay. This is at 5, you can do death mark stuff now.
Ionia
Just Karma, okay.
through me.
Own Elise. It's his attack phase next round. I think Elise is still probably fine here.
I'd follow you anywhere.
Of course you would.
I think the death mark stuff should be expected as well. Mark is good. I wonder if this card is ever going to get nerfed. Feast, okay. You do need to play this here. It's just if he does Death Mark it, it's quite bad. Because he still has mana for that. If I pass, then I mean he can still just do it next round anyways, and I do need to develop this here, so it's a really good vial piece open from him. Honestly, really good play. Because like we just can't play around what we need to play around. So he just gets to go in. The thing is, we're not like completely banking on the Darius because we do have Mark plus Might. So if he has to Mark plus Death Mark to win, then we're fine. Just pass. Okay. So it'd be like Will or Vengeance next round then. I don't think in a lot of cases we're gonna win now. Now that we have Bond, maybe actually. We have a lot of damage added here.
You cannot escape. Peace has its cost.
Still quite dead. No whale. It's at 3. So if we might here, we push 2 extra damage, so it wouldn't be lethal. The 1/1s never go in, so it would be like, I guess Bond here would be enough then.
Fight as one.
Be at 1, so we can just press OK then. See what he does, because we still have like other options, right? So we pass back, it's lethal, GG. That's why these cards are really nice, because they're just like combat tricks, right? They're really important to have, I think. But GG. Another win against the Karma deck. I think that should be one that's more difficult on average, though. So, I mean, it's nice if we get 2 quick ones that are that easy. 65, wow, okay, cool. Not bad, not bad. So we complain about never climbing, and then we just start climbing. I dig it. I think we just chill for a second. Yeah, just chill for a second. Combat Tricks is my mom's nickname in the army. You gotta dab react after that, dude. Come on. You can't just say stuff like that without dabbing, man. You gotta hit me with the fattest dab you got, matcha. Which probably isn't that fat, but you know. I don't take you as somebody who could dab very well. This Kill Snapper is so cute. Boom. Okay. Hopefully that's enough time. This is what I'm talking about. Dabs, tendies, and mustard. Let's go, dude. Oh. Dab. Dude, why are you using your points for things other than making me play Hearthstone again? The fuck? So, elusive gamer. Okay. Elusives are like kind of okay. Rearguard on 1 is really good against them. Battlecaster on 2 is not really that great. I think I would actually do this and look for like something better to play. Beautiful. This card's like a mid to late game card. It's not a 2-drop. If you need it to be, it can be, but it's not a very good one. I think still lead rearguard here, just get more damage in.
Reporting in.
Let me go Elise and do that stuff.
closer. I don't bite.
Let's add again. So push 6, nice. So it's one of the reasons why I think Rearguard's just like one of the best cards you can run this deck, is because you just get like that extra damage in early game, which is just so relevant, 1 for leveling up Darius, and 2 for just being able to have reach on games. It's insane. So something to spend points on, not to make me play Arsene. You could probably counter it. I don't have an option for it, but I think I'd let you if you want to. So he just has a Zed. I'm kind of inclined to just like let the Zed level here. We could technically sacrifice a 1/1 and then just like not let it level, and then play the pet house spider Elise levels, and we can go Battlecaster plus Bond next round. It's a little bit weird. I feel like we wouldn't play Battlecaster. We'd just want to open attack though against elusives. But this is a very good matchup for us. The Freljord portion of this list can do a little bit better against this. Important note. But I do feel like that's still correct. Spirit's Refuge is one of like the big spells they run just for lifesteal right now, because they use a lot of burn decks. But other than that, I mean, not like super worried about this. So let's see, crowd favorite, okay. 7 plus 5 is 12. So I mean, I think if we just like attack, do that, we put him at 3, right? So if you just bond 2 cards like this, we should just win. I don't really think that they run well. Could have technically, I guess, challenged it with the 2/1 and then buffed up the 1/1, I guess. Because if he doesn't die, then it's a little bit better to have the Zed die. Okay, so he wills that, Kale. Cool. That's willing a 1-drop though, which isn't really that big of a deal for us. So we're most likely going to be blocking with the 2/1 then. A big deal is as well with not letting the Zed level up last round is that when Zed is leveled up, basically his Living Shadow like creates copies of the keywords as well. So Zed plus Spirit's Refuge, and then the Spirit Refuge would then mean that the Living Shadow would also have lifesteal. It'd be kind of a big deal. So I mean, like 1 Refuge right now isn't like game ending or anything. I think that I just go Battlecaster just for efficiency. Double Darius too. So we do have Decimate as well for turn 7 if we need to do that.
These are dangerous lands.
White play can be pretty big for him, sorry. Let's go 4 mana. So if you guys twin Disciplines, the crowd favorite would die. It's probably fine if he's committing all of his mana into doing that though, so I think we just play the crowd favorite as a 6/6 to block his head with.
I salute you. The hype's as big as his biceps. It's their seed. I go unseen.
That's my dog, crowd favorite. Let's go, dude. So I think that's about it though. So if he has twin Disciplines, he can clear the favorite. Otherwise, we're cool. The Zed's dead then. I guess if the Zeds are not dead, it's kind of a big deal. So we could also just take the damage. He can't do any combat tricks or anything then. So he'd be at 6. So next round we could open attack, challenge the 3/2 and 2/2 at the end, attack with Elise and Battlecaster, and that should be enough, right? At 6. So we should actually skip here, I think. You could Will of Ionia our 6/6 right now though, but I mean we were kind of thinking about that with the play for winning next round anyways. Basically, as long as Elise lives, we're fine. Is my logic at least. Play this for an extra card to attack with. There's like one more thing he has to deal with. Pass. I think that we are generally going to be doing well here. GG. Yeah. So we just do really well into elusive decks basically. And it's one of the reasons why I like this is because there's like a new wave of elusive list right now. I also don't usually like to play like the most popular decks, and right now, I mean, this isn't one of like the big 3, I would say. Big three being like the karma stuff, the karma control decks, the burn decks, and then the elusive stuff, I would say would be like the more popular ones. So I think there's like War Mother control stuff too that people do play as well. That's also relevant. But I think just into that kind of stuff, and also like the fearsome mid range stuff as well. But that deck got nerfed, whereas like this one didn't. Which is pretty big. 46 is good though. Go next. Lots of people. Well, I mean, if you redeem it one at a time. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that. I took too big of a gulp. Fuck. Holy shit. Sorry about that. Okay. Hacker Elise, so it's just like the mid-range fearsome version. We're on evens. Bond is like still good, so we should probably still keep it. Feast less so though. I think it's like that. Battlecaster's okay. Mark, not bad.
That's egg.
Demacia SI is also big. Yeah, basically just like it's still the same thing as like Shadow Isles variants. I think that the Demacia SI is worse for us than the Ionia SI for sure. Demacia SI means they can play like
I know just
the Radiant Guardians, which are really strong into us. Just pass. We can mark and block that next round if we want. Pretty strong because then she gets leveled, so
there's nothing.
probably look for that. We can bond and get like 2 value blocks too here. Kind of like that actually, just pass. Vile Feast would be really good for him though then.
Bite.
But no Vile Feast, no Black Spear, no Mark, this place is good.
Please, I have connections.
If she dies, I mean, I'll get to play the Crawling Sensation, which is pretty necessary for this turn to be good, so it's sort of an all-in play. You could just clear the 1/1 to hedge against it a little bit, that might have been a little bit better to be honest. But, you know. Okay, so he's gonna do that, sure.
A tribute to the spider god.
So, it's actually interesting that he wants to keep this alive over clearing Elise. Because we still accomplish exactly what we want to accomplish with this turn by doing that. Maybe he has like a Withering Whale or something though. That could be the logic, I guess. Maybe that also wouldn't make any sense, the Withering Whale. If you couldn't play this round for 1, and for 2, I mean,
He's been in his skin.
it would still kill the 1/1 that pops out. Play Battlecaster, see what he does. Wraithcaller, Poggers, play the pet. So we can only block with 2 cards technically. If we just do this and we go in, how much do we have? Put him at 2. So I mean, we still probably want to clear stuff here. Probably like that. Should be fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. You can block the 2/2. I mean, he has basically no mana left, right? So he can't do anything crazy here. The Fearsome's kind of broken. Our cards just trade favorably. The Battlecaster kind of carries a little bit, so yeah, this is cool. You can save Mark to block with on his attack phase. Yeah, overall really beneficial for us. So he's up 2 cards, but we're up on board now. So Withering Whale next round for him would be absolutely insane. But, I mean, we're kind of playing into that, so I mean, there's not so much we can do about it with the curve that we have, I think. Just one of the things that happens, unfortunately, a lot of time. A Mist Wraith, okay. Cool. We can, I guess, wait for him to attack. If we pass and he passes back, it's a little bit weird, though. I don't really see a reason for why he would pass back, though, with that. Just mark this now. And maybe it's actually not even good to do that, because then he gets to like spear if he has it. Whereas like this way we would deny spear. Do we need next for 1-1 to win? So we play Darius next round. We hook the 3-2 with the 1-1. No, we're fine. We can just do this. We can just skip. Okay.
I'll handle this myself. What a rare trait! The hand of Noxus!
So unfortunate we get to do this now, though. It's pretty likely he had something to play, right? But just not something... Glimpse? Okay, so we don't get the 1-1. That's okay, though. The problem is it's his turn, right? And he does have 4 mana to spend with a bunch of cards now, so... If he runs Wills, he can play Will now. Our Lies is also dead. They think we're like 1 off. He's gonna play something else or have like some form of removal here, so we're not really 1 off. We're pretty far off, actually. Mark maybe gets us there. I doubt it though. Black Sphere, okay. Let's do Mark here then. So I mean, I don't think it really matters where this goes. Like, he can block the Elise if he wants, he can block the 4-1 if he wants, but like the end result is that we just win, I think. If I understand correctly. Like, we hook him with Elise, he's still just dead. That's basically it. Yeah, GG. So it's like Feast, right? That would be his out. That's it. GG's. We're smurfing with this deck, man. Just popping off and climbing hard. Nutty. 46 to 33. Let's go, baby. Rank 33 Masters. That's what I'm talking about. The fucking hard pop off, man. Diamond 1 gamer playing elusives, okay. So this should be pretty favored for us. Kind of a whack hand though. 1 bond is usually nice, so I think I might just keep 1. The problem is if we don't hit like 1s and 2s, it's quite bad. That being said, we have a lot of 1s at least. I mean, it's a little bit greedy with this type of a hand, but I think it's still fine. Yeah, so I mean, like, no 1's kind of bad, but I mean, it kind of lends itself to bonds. As we do have spell mana in them. Big spoon. Why is Aristocrat better than Arachnid Horrors in this deck? Because you want 1-drops. It's not that it's necessarily better, you just prefer it over it. That's all, really. I mean, you can make arguments for whatever you want with it. For which one's better than the other one. Both fine. So we can attack with Elise, get a 1-1 lead. I mean, Elise is never going to pop off here, right? She's always going to die. So, I mean, it's better to attack right away, I think. He also needs to take the value block, and then we can mark punish, right? So it just makes sense to do this, because he also kind of wants this card to live for him. Okay, cool. So that's fine. But I think that's a pretty acceptable outcome. Because, I mean, we are behind, right? We missed the 1. He's going to have another 2-1. Has no spell mana, though. Our 3 is, like, not that bad. We have Pet plus the Battlecaster, which is decent. Omen Hawk into Blaze Cut. Okay, this is kind of annoying. So this is the type of curve that you don't really want to see when you keep a Builder Spawn and draw another Builder Spawn, because... well, he basically just gets to play a bunch of small things which are going to do well into what we want to do, basically. Okay, we skip the block. Unfortunately can't do anything into that card, so... take the damage from the elusives. Turn 4, get a rear guard. Which also doesn't really accomplish that much, but I mean, it could open up some decent trades here. The thing I guess is that like the 2-1 is always going to trade our 2-2, which we don't like. It's very unlikely he plays the unit, but maybe this just forces another block or something. Because we can still use 2 bonds here.
Hands never hurt.
Okay. Unlucky one, so he has a big board now. Nothing with more than 3 attack though, so I guess we can just do this. And I mean the rear guard still makes sense to attack with. He just blocks it with the 2-1. But I think the giving him value blocks is pretty bad here.
Do better this time. Looking for this?
I like to do that one time, I think. I don't think I like 2 there, because I like the spell mana. Could I tell you? I thought I answered already, man. So, what I told you already was that I think that I like aristocrats a little bit more, because I think 1-drops are really important right now. They're also stickier. Okay, so I kept bond, and I have a triple bond hand against a deck that's wide already. So this is really, really bad. It's kind of a doomed outcome, I'd say. This is, yeah. One of the worst possible outcomes we could have here. We can sometimes bond a lot and maybe just like push enough with this so like can maybe get somewhere next turn, but I don't think we're gonna be winning right away. It's tough. Because he gets to go wide, he probably just buffed up an elusive card, right? So it's a little bit of a tough one here, for sure. Pets on our Darius turn. So I mean we could play the Darius, maybe it works, but I mean it's the only card that's gonna go over, and you can just play a buff and then make it so that it doesn't. It's definitely still the move, unfortunately. It's just like, attacking here is just so bad for us in a lot of cases, because he does have room to play a buffed unit now.
Silent as death.
So we're gonna attack with 13. If we just take the 13 next rounds, we can play like a pet, and then maybe another unit that we pick up that has fearsome. Just basically just Elise, but, or we could draw like a favorite or something, right? Maybe level up the Darius and win with like the bonds and the mark. He could also just play a buff and still block, but I think I'm just passing here. Because he can't play his hand buffed unit now, and he doesn't have lethal on board. Really had to draw another mark, unlucky. The pack could make it there though. We could just get there off of that, so. Gonna hope that this phase is just open attack, and then, you know, we maybe just burn him out next rounds. Okay, let's go to 7, sure. I think it's pretty important to not give him actions here. Just take the 3. Can't play minions, right? Which is really big. If he runs the Will of Ionia, that's like basically his best out here, though. This is just a good play, I think. Does that maybe one well?
Noxus will rise.
So we see what he does.
This one's trouble.
We're probably just bonding and marking here, though. Should be okay. So I think my parents' friends are just leaving now. So it's a little bit loud because the door's outside my room.
It's too late for you.
So this is just pretty tough for him, and it's a little bit of a weird line to win with, but I think just taking the damage for one turn is definitely correct. Look, 3 and then 1. I mean, I think he's just
You cannot escape.
still dead. Is there even a way for him to do this? The thing is, like, I have double bond, double mark in hand still, right? So, I mean, even if he does do this, we still have reach. His refuge. Okay, cool. Feels that much off of that? Is it 8? Is that because the Darius wouldn't level up then? No, yeah, okay, that is true. So the Darius wouldn't level up, that's why he's at 8. So if I double bond, then he would level up still. So we bond, and we can mark if we need to.
Fight as one.
So he has to have will now. But I mean, we kind of just lose to will now, so it's like one of those. Because he does heal, right? So he's going to go to 19, and we're not going to do 19 with the Darius, so any Will of Ionia here is going to be a win for him. GG. Yeah, he tried, man. He tried. It was pretty close, though. I mean, I think the thing is, like, we don't expect will from their deck, right? It's just not something that's played right now. It's just not a good meta call, so... we had one guy play it earlier, but I mean, on average, I don't think they're going to do it, so... that was just a game. I don't, mean to, like, ride my dick too hard, but I think I played that one really well, just, like, taking the damage, trading the Elise off early, for example, to clear the 3-2. To minimize the early damage, and then after that, just, take... I don't know how much that was, but go down to 3 in one round from, like, 17 or something. And, yeah, good win. 28, not bad. GG's. Actually pretty dope. Go again. Probably play ladder till I lose, and maybe expedition after. Oh, man. 20 versus 12. Okay, so this is a juicy game. Get a lot of MMR for this one. And it is elusives again, which again we do well into, so it's nice. Just said I need Frelly or... Yeah. So, I mean, we keep the spider. We're on evens, so we don't need something to play on turn 1, but it'd be really nice. We're going to mulligan for that. Pet, nice. Omen Hawk, okay. Play the pets. Pass. So play Elise, you can play Conspirator. Play House Spider, you can still do that, but I mean, the block's worse for him. You don't technically need to attack with the Elise or the Spider here, so I think it's probably just like attack with 2-1 right away. I guess there's no harm in doing this then, right? Technically. You play Elise. He doesn't have a Conspirator, I mean, we don't really get punished, right? So, I mean, sometimes you just get attack with more now. Green Glades, that's a 2-1, sure, so we just do this. There's no mana for buffs or anything, so this is fine. Go 1-1 into 1-1, sure. Take it. And then I think next round we're just going to go House Spider. Would be the move. That means on turn 4 our Elise would be leveled, and then we can challenge the Green Glade duo. 4-3 Zed, okay. I think I'm still okay with taking however much this is. 7 plus 3, 10. Take 10, we get Elise leveled. 1-1 challenges that, 2-1 challenges this, and then we can feast it after. Also play favorite. Yeah, so this is fine. So we play the House Spider. I guess technically that doesn't work, because if it's leveled, then it's going to be a 5 for it. So we'd have to challenge it with Elise. Which is definitely less good. And we do take 12, that's my bad. Still the play, I think. Like, fairly certain the payoff for this is good enough. We have a double feast hand too, right? So I mean, this should just be okay.
My true beauty is
We got her leveled. So basically what beats this here is like Will of Ionia for the crowd favorite. That's about it. Otherwise, we're just like doing massive damage here. That does get buffed attack-wise, so we can do this, play these. So we would have to challenge this into a 1-1, this into 2-1. He's at 0. You can go Omen Hawk into the crowd favorite, so we don't have lethal. Yeah, you could also block the 3-2 with it, I guess, but does anything with like 5 with 3 mana he can't really clear this, right? Because he only gets +3 attack. So I think we're usually okay. I don't think there's really too much value in clearing this right now because we can just block it if we need to. So we should just do damage. I guess we'd like save the rear guard sometimes, but I don't really think that matters because rear guard can't block anyways, and blocking is going to be important for us this game, I think. No kills that? I don't think so. I'm gonna do with the feast next round. Shadow shift there, sure. As I can just like buy all feasts as that's wait. He didn't block with Omen Hawk. Okay, well we'll take top 14. Nice. Sure. I mean, that was kind of a grief, not gonna lie, but I will take the win. Engaging. 14, not bad. Let's fucking go. 14, baby. That's a run up, dude. Why am I giving him the choice of blocking? With the 2-2, you mean? He can only block the 7-7 that has Overwhelm, or the 3-2 that doesn't have the ability to block, right? So I mean, it should just be a good play, I think, to give him the choice to block. I don't understand what the logic would be to like not do that, because I mean, I still have Overwhelm. He has 3 mana, right? So there's no punish really with the attack buff that he could do into the 7-7. And I would rather have Host Spider alive because I can block Zed with Host Spider, so I don't lose. So I mean, that should just be good. But I mean, you gotta keep going until you lose, right? More elusive guys. Okay, well, we've had a couple of good games against elusives in a row, so let's keep it up. We're on odds now, though. Honestly, this might just be a full keep pass on 1. It is odds though, so I mean, we're only going to use our level of beliefs on 5 though, but I think this is actually a good hand, so I think we should full keep. It's really weird because I generally really like to play with a 1-drop and a 1 in this matchup to be more aggressive, but I mean, this hand just it literally just screams, hey, my Elise is leveled up, so do that. It's one of the best things you can do in these type of matchups is level her up, so you know, I like it, and it's a really good crowd favorite on turn 4 hand as well. So I would say overall I'm a pretty big fan of this. Pass. King Conspirator, play buff cards. Omen Hawk on turn 1. I think it just starts in their hands. Has anybody noticed that? Feels to me like it just starts in their hand at least.
There's nothing to fear.
So play Elise, he passes, we pass back. So if we attack right away, we should get 2 damage. And then we can just like feast the 1-1 when he attacks our 1-1 and then play House Spider after. Should be the move.
You will suffer long.
All the spiders. Get Elixir of Iron if you want to, for example, too. That would be fine. Yep, that's cool. It's not going on to better units. I mean, I'm okay with that. Yeah, so we don't play the second one. I guess we could, I mean, you could argue that we should bond there, I guess, then, but I mean, I think it's better to just get her leveled up. It's not going into our attack phase, though, so it's not like super relevant, but, you know, it's still something. Logic with the feast, though, is like, we get another spider. We only need, like, the 3 to level her up, but it's just 1 more unit for the favorite, so he's a 7-7 instead of a 6-6, right? then I mean, it doesn't sound like that difference in stats is really going to be that relevant or, you know, game breaking, but it actually ends up mattering a lot, in my opinion. A lot of the time.
I stand for Noxus.
The 1 extra health just is so significant. It's not so much the damage usually, it's just the survivability. There's a lot of cards in this deck that have 3 attack, or I guess 3 attack is pretty abnormal. It's basically just sad. 2 is like a much more common number, but sure, that can happen. Pass. So I mean, we just open attack, we have 14, right? Kind of nutty. He can well stuff. He can also play buffs of his own. There's not that many though, so like in this case the only thing he can block is a crowd favorite. So I mean, I think we just like open attack. For we should buff the small cards. So like bond these two. And then he's technically dead, so he has to block commit something. So let him do that, because with Fearsome he can't actually block with any of these, right? He has to play Twin Disciplines to be able to do that. Will of Ionia. Okay, that's fine. So I mean, I think it's a pretty average play, right? We just expect it. So we have 3 mana left. We actually can't replay the crowd favorite, unfortunately. But he is at 6 health. And his board's not relevant at all, right? Like, we're not really too worried about any of that kind of stuff. Lifeblade we're a little bit more worried about, but still not really to the point of saying, like, I'm concerned about what this game's looking like. Because we still just have this board that's juiced, and we have a mark as well still. So he has no actions left. We could play an Aristocrat if we want. It does clog up a board. We're going to have actions next turn anyway, so I think we just pass. 6 mana, so it's not even like we could like play the favorite twice if he plays another will or anything like that, so I mean, I don't think there's really a reason to ditch the spell mana here, just pass right now. He'll pass back. Does my deck have a good matchup against elusives? Yes. A relatively good one. Glimpse is really nice into the Lifeblade as well, so, you know, we don't kill it this round. Can challenge it, and then if he plays buffs on it to, like, you know, make it so he lives, we can just glimpse it after. Instead, I think do run denied. Play the Aristocrat, I think. Aristocrat can block the Zed and then just be like another unit, right? So this should just be fine.
Looking for a daring escape.
All of the big boy cards. Play the biggest boy of them all. So he's using all of his mana, which is, I mean, it's probably okay, it's just a little bit weird to me. Pass. I didn't think I was going to do this. Might still just not be right. I almost feel like it's just this, so I get another spider. We're 5, he has no mana. Should be okay. Saving Glimpse for next round. So his board's also full here, so it's basically just Will of Ionia next round for him that'll get him there, otherwise, I mean, we're just fine. So he has to have second Will, like top 11. I guess 12 after the draw. Might probably fucks that game plan over for him too. So I think we do something like we're gonna play the cards, this one can go back here. I think it should be like this. If he doesn't well, he can't block these still, so we can just might them in one. I feel like that's about it.
You cannot escape.
GG. There's no reason to not kill this out there. I couldn't find a reason to kill this out there, was my logic. I thought just having another spider was better. You could be right though. I mean, what's really that great about having a 7-3? 12. Okay, so we gained 2 ranks off that. Not bad. Plus blockers, but if I want to develop a card, then he can play cards, right? I think his board was full. I might be wrong. If his board was full, I like his board being full, because then they can't play things. It's not that likely that I want to develop a card or anything like that, though. I mean, our board was full too, right? So, just spell-wise, I guess. Hatching's cool. Not bad. So 3 health. That was probably my main concern was like 3 HP, right? So against his list, I guess there's not too much that could really happen there, right? Like there's no real removal cards, right? It's probably just ingrained in my mind that like healing is better. But yeah, I think you're probably right that there wasn't really a reason not to clear it. That's what I was thinking at first, but then, you know, the more that I went into it, I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna like let it happen, you know? Because I don't think it matters, and I don't want to take damage on my crowd favorite no matter what. But yeah, probably technically wrong. It's a lot of water. Okay, so we'll drink some water here. And I'll hit some dabs. Damn. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm not gonna queue, I usually do. I don't want to miss the mulligans, so give me a second. I'll put you guys up on screen, say what's up to yourselves. And before I go to the bathroom, I'll hit you guys with this. Six. Okay, so Demacia and Noxus is kind of scuffed, but okay. We're on odds. We have a really good hand, so just keep everything. Lucian Fiora. I mean, it's probably just like another aggro deck, right? These are good aggro heroes. Demacia has good combat tricks. Noxus has, I mean, buffs that are okay and decent early game units. I mean, I would expect some form of an aggro deck here. So, I mean, really good hands. Okay, that's a trade. If he wants it, we take it. Doesn't want it, okay. So any buff would clear the Elise, right? The tracker can be really, really good here for him. Just play chefs with it or something. Luciano, okay. It's just a challenge effect now, no spell mana though. So we play Spider Girl, I guess. We play House Spider here, then he just gets to do that. So we play Spider Girl, I think.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
Marginally better. You have no block for that. Okay, so that's a really, I don't... Okay. I mean, maybe you thought I was going to play a better 2-drop for him to attack into with that, but sure. Definitely not what I would call the best play in the world, but that's okay. Glimpse, we can open attack with the Elise, he probably clears. Sub 3 units though. I mean, I would bond if he trades the Lucian. He also has standalone, right? So it's a little bit of a weird turn because if you play standalone, then attacking's like really not even that good for us here. Might even just be like House Spider into like Skitter around 4 when he attacks. Over attacking and playing into stuff. I think I almost certainly would prefer that.
You're late.
You're early.
The Cena lady, okay. Feed the Lucian makes sense, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I understand that, yeah.
They would fall
Definitely.
by my blade. Stay away
So-
from my pets.
Put a Skitter here. Can play Rallying Strike to still clear the Elise. Otherwise, I mean... I guess she kills the Spider Lane no matter what, so she's actually not always going to level here, but I think that's still the move. But it's not like a level up Elise type of game right now. Which is kind of what we want it to be, unfortunately. Like, we'd really like it to be a level up Elise type of game, but it's just not what it's looking like right now. Pass. Doesn't attack, interesting.
My
Wait,
true beauty is beneath the skin.
what? Sorry, I'm confused. He doesn't attack at all. You could still, I guess, like, I mean, no, I mean, I guess that's fair, but like, I don't know about that one. Like, at least with like the Senna, right? I mean, I am going to play an aristocrat. I guess like single combat's always bad though, so it's not like that's gonna change anything. I should still play for favorite, I think.
I salute you.
So you can play Riposte. That's his good play, right? Jams a Riposte, he's big chillin'. Happy about everything in life right now. I don't really want her to die, but I feel like she's gonna die. So we want the Lucian to die first so he doesn't level. Then want Senna to die, who's gonna be a 5-3. We would then just like challenge this girl or something and then play Brothers Bond. And I don't think I challenge her. Because we want Elise to be healthy. He can't back to back because it's 6 now. If this card lives, do we really care that much? I think we kind of do, right? So we still should do that. It feels weird to do that first because like I'm out of tricks, but like he might just let that go through, right? Okay, I'm lost now. I am actually just like completely confused about this game. I don't really know what's happening anymore. But okay. Sure. Okay. That's the thing. Can now play back to back.
I stand for no.
Poggers. So we're doing 3 damage to this already, right? GG. So I was gonna say we just like challenge the Radiant at the very end and play the Glimpse. Really busted to get rid of the lifesteal here. Good win, and we are top 10, baby. Rank 8 Masters, let's go, dude. Let's go. That's a pop off, man. We are actually just zooming up ladder, dude. It's actually insane. Dope, dude. Dope. I don't know what the streak is, but we're climbing, man. Big climb. I think I'm just lucky in video games right now. Yesterday, well, I guess we didn't start off winning today. We started off going like 2 losses in a row, like a 1-1 in Expeditions. But yesterday, I started off Plat 1, 0 LP. I got demoted to Plat 2. And then I just like won games all the way up from being Plat 2, 75 LP to like losing 2 games and getting D4 in regular league. So it only makes sense that today we would pop off and do well in Runeterra as well. Is Masters the top rank? Yeah, this is like rank 8 Legends. This is a comparison for Hearthstone. SPQ. I guess I should probably use screenshot. Because top 10 is probably good enough if we drop. And we have clickbait for YouTube. Perfect. I love having clickbait for YouTube, dude. So nice. Okay, so we got a Heimer, Karma, Control. Definitely not the best matchup for this list. Oh, we're in evens. This card is like card drawn, they're always going to have removal. Honestly, it's not the best hand in the world, but I mean, Elise plus Spider is just really, really good to have early, so I think I'm okay with it. It kind of feels weird to keep the Glimpse, but I find that it's not that bad to have it as like a, you know, a reactive tool.
Come closer.
This isn't really like a great Elise matchup though. So usually just dies to stuff like Get Excited here. Thermo, yeah. So that's kind of the thing that we want to glimpse into, right? Is to be able to deal with that, but it happens. You can't do much. So it's already a really bad start, and Double Might's not looking that hot either, so this is maybe the end of the streak. But you never know, sometimes he just passes here, he's gonna... Sorry, it's not our attack phase, so we're not gonna just brother spawn and go in, but... You know... Gotta do stuff sometimes. So play another Spider, look for the Bond this turn, I think. Chump Wump's his average play here. So, I still think we brother spawn first. You can Static Shock the 1/1s, he has to play Mystic Shot or Get Excited into the 2/2s. I don't think he'd be playing removal into this, and I definitely want to force it, I think. Because we have a Glimpse and we need to draw. Okay. So now the problem is if he follows it up with another Mystic Shot. Kinda not good for us, guys. Kinda not good for us, believe it or not. Perfect, okay. Okay, that's a decent draw with his hands. And Aristocrat, not so much. On the bright side though, Aristocrat is sticky and we have Double Might hands, so Aristocrat is not terrible at all, really. Also not phenomenal, but not terrible. Timer, okay, so he gets to do stuff. So it's like Flash of Brilliances and then they play the elusive card, right? So I mean... We want a Vile Feast, we also want to Elise, so we're not saving spell mana, so we're gonna play... I guess I would play Rearguard over Aristocrat here.
Where's my axe?
My most groundbreaking invention to date.
My problem is he still has mana for Get Excited, right? The spell mana. So I mean, Elise doesn't always work, and we kind of need her to win. Okay, I mean, that's perfectly acceptable. So he has no more spell mana, he gets 2 elusive cards, we don't really care. Sure. Our wonderful 1/1 spiders challenge those and kill them next round, and then we're happy. So he's probably not too happy about this pan out, but I think we're relatively happy here. To pass. Get all the big ladies popping off. Darius. Okay, so we can't play the Darius because our board's full, obviously. I mean, if we challenge stuff and attack... Heimer can always go here if he needs to. So 8, 10... yeah, he did miss 6 damage, yeah. Does he not like attacking? I don't know for what reason he wouldn't like attacking, but it seems to be that he doesn't like to. Yes. So we can try to push for lethal here if we want. We have him at 2. Maybe this is actually okay, and then like we'll see what he does. If he just lets this happen, that's probably okay. Because then we can just play this. I'm gonna expect some form of reactive spells here, that's why we're waiting to play the mites maybe. So it's only Get Excited, right? That's it. So I mean, we just play into his 1 out, which is his 1 of Get Excited. You can Mystic Shot too, I guess, it also works, right? But this is... I guess Mystic Shot is technically... Yeah, no, I mean... Because he would just save 3 health then, but this way we do the most. Guess who's rummaging for something? He can only play burst cards that he draws though, so we should win. That's actually, sorry, that's not true. He can play pass cards as well. But okay, GG. Good stuff. With 2 mana left, he only had Mystic Shot to clear the 3-2. That was it. When you're popping off, boys. 8-2-6. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Let's go, dude. This screenshot. Hold, dude. Now we get the rank 6-1. Look, dude. Clean, dude. Clean. This is how you do it, guys. You just keep on getting screenshots. And then we wait, because that matchup was actually pretty bad. Maybe you just need to play Runeterra, man. I mean, I don't know. Literally, the only thing I do is I just don't net deck everybody else, and then I just play what I want to play, which usually is this deck. And every time we do it, we just win. Better clickbait. Technically, yes, better clickbait. Deck code? I mean, it's literally on the screen every single time we play games, man. I got you, though. Can we get top 5? I don't know, dude. I feel like 6 is my peak. 3 is the highest I've been. So, I mean, hopefully we queue into more elusive players. That's the hope. Okay, so this is going to be a big drop if we lose 235. And he's just playing the Wraith stuff. No, Darius just keep Aristocrat Elise. Double pet, okay. That's a very aggressive hand. Do we ever, like, not play Elise on 2 now? Oh, wow, okay. I mean, we're just playing these 3, I guess. Go rear guard, double pet, usually. You can feast these. You could also just play like a 3-2 though into Elise. I mean, just one of those. Sure. So super aggro hands. Push 2, he's gonna block that, nice. It's a lot better if you push 4, but I mean, so I feel like a mark block maybe, or what's the point of doing that? Interesting. Level up his own Elise maybe? The Wraith card, okay. Play Aristocrat. Is Darius better than Hecarim? I think so, but I mean, you know, it's just my opinion, right? Could be the case that he's worse. No units have died, so you can't spear. This is a hand where we have no buffs though. We do have Glimpse to draw buffs, but we don't have any buffs right now. Piece of 2-1, sure. We can't Glimpse because we kind of use our mana for other things, so it doesn't work for us too well. It's okay though. So turn 4. Might, okay. Open attack. So we can mark and block the Elise. Glimpse, okay. He's got 2 mana left, so we should might the rear guard to put him at 10 so Darius is leveled, I believe. So we put him at 7 actually, my bad. Because we get the 3 from that already, so that's actually really big. Instead of like saving 3 health for that play, he lost a lot more, so nice. 7 now, so Darius is huge. Obviously we don't get a play in this round though, so I mean, nice, okay, that's a good draw. So card favorite's sweet because we can like Glimpse plus card favorite here, so if we're doing Darius, I mean maybe it's never really relevant to hold, right? It doesn't make too much sense to do that, so kind of like just like Glimpse here. I guess it doesn't really matter. It's gonna be our action anyways, right? So I mean, it doesn't really change anything. I guess the problem with this then is like it's an action, right? So I guess it was better to do there, sorry. You can always just feast, but we still get the 1-1 after. It's not like you lose a unit, right? So we're not getting punished with the favorite. Feast, okay, so we lose the draw, but that's okay. He heals for 1, we still get a 1-1. Now it's his action. Passes, we just play card favorite.
The people are my
We still got our 5/5. We pass. It's our turn. I mean, if we open attack, what can you even do? Quite a bit. It's definitely better to play into Vengeance here. It still has full turn, and he only has 2 mana left over, so I mean... Heckrim. So you got Mark, right? Mark's probably what he needs to save him here, I think. Mark trade there. That's 4, that's 3, he's still dead, so Mark saves him 3 health. And he can block 3. GG. So I mean, not the best matchup, but I mean, it's pretty good outcome. Yeah. Good stuff. And we are still 6. So this is where it gets tight, I guess. 6-6. I guess we queued somebody who's pretty low, right? But not bad. 6-6. Cool. I dig it. Pretty fast game too. So we give the queue a minute. Scammed? I mean, that's what happens, right? We can check out the leaderboards. So I know absolutely nobody here at all. But I'm gonna guess these guys have been grinding for these ranks for a couple days, right? So I mean, it's not like super easy to drop them. See how often it updates. Okay, so you can. Okay, so we search for the board. Let's see where I am. Has this lasted 32 for the last update? Okay. Okay, well, I think we just like go again then. It's enough of a break. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this guy's just like basically camp. That's cool though. Oh, 1-6. So, but no more games, are you doing? So this should be a bad matchup for sure. Basically it's Heckrim, Elise, but they have like anti-aggro cards tucked in from the Demacia package. So they have like Radiant Guardian and stuff like that. So Glimpse is going to be really good then. I think we might just want to do this. Go like House Spider, Glimpse, look for a 1-drop. Nice, that's really good. Super sweet. No one redeemed drink water? Well, you know what? Sometimes I like to drink water. Sometimes. Not always. But occasionally. Okay, so Regard on 1 is always a good look for us. Crowd Favorite on 4 is also always a good look. No real complaints about that. So he can play House Spider, he's just going to attack in. Gets his 3 off. So skip the block, my friends. Pass. Turn 3 Miss-Race, what can they really do? It's like Skitter, right? That'd be the big one here. Yeah, so into Skitter, I guess we would rather use open attack.
I'll do better this time.
Should be fine. If he value blocks, we just feast. Sure. That's fine. Could also just develop like 2 1s to play around like potential glimpse. Because then we just lose a 1. It's kind of bad if we do lose the card as well. That does kind of just do stuff though. I feel like we should just play into it. Just this card is like going to be something that's going to be happening a lot in these type of matchups, so unfortunate it happens. I still feel like it was right to do that though, just like play into it. He still loses the card, we just don't get a unit, so it's not the best for us, but that's okay. Card fizzles. Big sad react, we play rear guard.
It won't get past me.
So he's gonna go like Miss-Race and hit us in the head. It's an Allegiance online, woohoo. So Crowd Favor can value block one of them, but then it's basically dead. Could also just play for like 7/7 Crowd Favor next rounds. Favorite value block should be the play, I think. It pushes like a little bit. It's not a ton, but it's enough, I think. Even Feast isn't out here. Like, we could block the Mistwraith, because then the Mistwraith would value block, like, the 3/2s. Basically, sorry, it would value block the 2/2. But I guess it's not really that big of a deal, right? So you can play her in Feast here, because we're going to have, like, 1/1s to block out anyways on his attack phase, so... that should be okay. Pass. Hey, deck looks nice. What do I think about Yasuo decks? They're fun, but really bad. Yeah, fun, but really bad is what I would say. So we open attack, he's going to kill the crowd favorites. It's probably okay to. So we technically have lethal on board, so he's definitely going to have to block. Value block, and then kill the favorite usually. So 3. So sometimes with Mark here we win. Okay, so I mean, his play now. Mark's back, sure. So we're still 3 off. Decent. You need a haircut, Jesse? You looking nappy. I know, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. Thanks for the 27, Joseph. Welcome back to the Digital Athletes. You're doing a great day, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. So... I mean, we just play the cards here. It's not really anything super crazy. Play green cards. Then we're gonna play Aristocrat. Aristocrat blocks the 4/1. The problem with this, like, is he can develop more than 10 mana worth of damage to attack with next round, and then he could basically just play Radiant Guardian afterwards when we block, right? This is when we block. We're gonna have to clear something in that case. Which is going to be really, really bad for us, because the Radiance is going to mean that, I mean, you know, the fact that we got him down to 3 is not really going to be relevant anymore, is the problem with it. And that's why I don't really like it, but I don't think there's too much we can do into that, right? We still have Glimpse to answer, which is kind of what we've been doing during the game, hoping that we'd be able to play around that. But we don't have the best, well, one, the best blocking board here, because, I mean, Fearsome Units just farm us at this point in time. I literally can't block either of these, so, I mean... we sometimes just lose. This card is insane here, though. Actually, one of the best cards in the deck that we could have ever. So that's actually really nice that we picked this up. Skitter is going to hard carry, I think. So we'll see if he wants to go like Hecarim or something. If he plays Hecarim, it's probably his game. But that's just the way it goes. Again, like, the Demacia version is definitely a lot more favored against us than the Ionia one, so... sort of just sucks. That being said, he hasn't really played any cards from Demacia yet, so... we'll see. I don't remember what rank he was. I don't think it was, like, super low, like mid-100s, so... kind of sucks, because we are at rank 6 right now, so if we do lose... it sort of feels bad. Skitter, so we can just, like, do that back into the Skitter, I guess. We are still quite dead in a lot of cases, though. He can't play Radiant Guardian now, by the way, so we can actually safely glimpse something and draw. Get the 1/1. I don't exactly know how we want to do this, because if we do open attack, in a lot of cases we are just going to have lethal. We are going to have to clear off the 1/1 spider, though. 4, so does that mean that we lose now? He does 6, I mean, no, because we block 1, we're going to be like 2. I guess like a Mark is lethal for him, right? Because we can only block 3 of the units, right? So we go like 3/3 here, 2/2 here. We just keep 2/2 healthy. Does it really matter that much? I don't know if it does. We go 1/1. It's not that. We need 2 units to die from him as well, right? If he has a full board, we're boned. Which kind of makes us fucky with the glimpse now, so we don't really get to play that, right? So this way he's 2 units dead. We still have... we have 5 now, so we're only up 1, and it's a 1/1. We need it to die though. Okay, so he has no mark. And 1 mana. I don't think we do have anything really to do with 1 mana, so here we can just like glimpse the 0/1 draw. And look for more things to do. Sorry, he has 3 units, not 4. I was wrong. So open attack usually wins, like Vile Feast to play around that. But yeah. So we open attack, he has 4 HP if he plays Feast. Blocks the 2/2, so I mean that still doesn't work. I think it's still better to play the House Spider here over the Aristocrat though. Does it actually change anything at all? I mean, it's like 1 versus 2, it really doesn't do that much, right? Playing another card doesn't really make us beat Feast. We just lose to that, right? So, I mean, is there anything else we're playing around by not committing this? I guess it would still just be that then, if we're thinking like value-wise, maybe that matters or something, but I don't think it really does in a lot of cases. I think it's just pass and then open attack and just like hope for the best, really. So on the bright side, his cards are dead, but I mean, he does have big... Oh, thank you, dude. Holy shit. Okay, second one on rank 6, guys. That was tough at the end, dude. On 6-2-5, baby. Let's go. Top 5.